Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. You thought that in this week there will be no video, but here you are again, because walking with the torch in the hand through life is much easier. In today's video, we'll be discussing the Anitya-Karaka, which is the dispositor. It's quite important because without that, we would not get two vital information about the health or the life force or the ojas, we could say, of the person, which could be in totally different place in the chart than the person itself, whose health we want to analyze. And also the second part, big part of dispositor of Anitya-Karaka is the cause, to understand the excuse or justification, what is really going on, why there are problems happening. So we will go through three such charts, two for health and one demonstrating nicely this principle of the cause using the dispositor. For those who are not so familiar with Vedic astrology or even with the astrology itself, because this concept is very vital in Western astrology too, dispositor is just lord of the sign in which another lordship or planet is placed. Let's say you are Leo Lagna and your sun is in Aries, then dispositor of your ascendant lord sun would be Mars, because the sun, the ascendant lord, is in the Mars sign Aries. So that's all to this calculations of Anitya-Karaka or dispositor. You can use it also in the timing. It will show, in most cases, it will depict the situation very accurately. We need to take into consideration 2 points. First one is that this dispositor will work very nicely on the sub-period level, the second level of the Dasha, which is called also Antardasa. Secondly, because the Antardasa is activated by dispositor, sometimes it will be dispositor of dispositor. We will do an example which will demonstrate this complication. And of course, all of these things has to be confirmed by the Varga, by the divisional charts. So if you have a dispositor badly placed in a Rashi, it may show some kind of challenges in your health. But is it some chronic small thing which you can very nicely deal with, or maybe it is death of the person? So the level or intensity needs to be shown by the Vargas or traced or discovered in the Varga charts, in the divisional chart. So don't forget that this is Vedic astrology and we are not only doing the psychological readings about potentials and strengths, but we at least try to discover or trace the language of the rishis, which is writing the karma of us in the Vedic chart. Therefore, if you want to work on that karmic or event-based astrology, then the Vargas are absolutely necessary. First, we'll go through this health, 2 examples. We will start with the celebrity Sonia Gandhi. Her spouse Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated on 21st March 91 by the Liberation's Tigers of Tamil Eelam during the elections campaign in Tamil Nadu. And after that, Sonia Gandhi was, we could say, forced to enter the politics and joined also this National Congress. And this is how her Raja Yoga, or the politics, as of independent person, started. So we can use 2 dashas here. In the Kevala dasha, it was Jupiter Moon. Kevala is the situation when your moon sign is loaded by Atmakaraka. Atmakaraka is the planet with the highest degrees. If such situations occur in your chart, then you need to use a special dasha, which will much better depict your life events than the standard Vimshotri. But in the standard Vimshotri, it was Saturn-Rahu period. And if we will look at her chart, the 7th lord is Saturn in the Lagna. So we can straight away say that you have this powerful position of Saturn in Cancer in the Lagna. This is the Raja Yoga. And this can be activated through spouse because Saturn is 7th lord. Very, very easy. And Moon is the dispositor, and we can see that Moon is in the 12th house, which is the problematic house. So if the Anitya-Karaka is in 7 and 12 in Dushtana afflicted, then it is quite bad. And here this Moon is also between Rahu and Saturn, so it has this storm, it's the Vayu dosha. And it happened in the Moon dasha, right? So the dispositor, Jupiter, Moon, the second period of the Dasha will depict that situation so very accurately. In the Vimshotri, however, it was Saturn Rahu. Rahu is aspecting that moon. So also it is activating this Anitya-Karaka. So you can do this for, maybe I should mention this in the beginning, that you can use it for all lordship. For example, if you want to see your mother's health, see the 4th Lord Dispositor. If you want to see your father's health, 9th Lord Dispositor. Or for lady, 5th Lord Dispositor. If you want to see your spouse's health, that would be 7th Lord Dispositor, and for yourself, it will be Lagna Lord Dispositor. So see when you see your ascendant Lord and take the Lord of that sign and see how this is placed in the chart. Is it strong or weak? Is it afflicted? Is it in the bad house? So these 3 things we always need to take into consideration in Rashi and in the Navamsha. The second example is of my client whose spouse also died. It was due to disease, due to health issues. We can see again 7th Lord is Saturn, and in the previous example it was Karaka. Here it is debilitated, and the dispositor of that is also debilitated in the Lagna. So Mars is afflicted in the Rashi and in the Navamsha, but it is well placed. In this case here we see that it will very much impact the person's decisions, especially related to career life, because this Mars would be 10th Lord and 10th from the moon. But what was important, the Dasha, right? We want to see when it happened, and we see that in the, again, it's Kevalavim Shotri working here, because moon is in the Aquarius, which is loaded by Rahu and Saturn, and it happens that Saturn is the Atmakaraka. So we need to count the Vimshotri from Saturn, because Saturn will dominate your timing. And in that, it was in Rahu Mars. So you see how it is accurate. Again, 7th Lord is in Aries, Mars is the dispositor. The spouse died in Rahu Mars. And again, the second period is showing the event. If we use the normal Vimshotri, it was in the Saturn Rahu. Now, why Rahu? This is the complication case here, because the central planet we need to analyze was the Mars, right? This is the dispositor. But the Antardasa is activating the planets also through dispositors, both in Rashi and in the Navamsha. So we need to see where is that Mars placed. In Rashi, it is in Cancer. In the Navamsha, it is in Aquarius. Therefore, we can say that the moon, Rahu and Saturn, because these are the lords of these signs, will also activate the dispositor and can cause health issues or death. So here we have again the situation when the Dasha, Antardasa especially, was activating the Anitya-Karaka and was causing this problem for health. Of course, this needs to be confirmed by the Varga, both timing and the level. You can use many dashas for that, but it will always nicely show the intensity and confirm the timing. This is one of the yoga formation also, this is dispositor. This is how the other planets is activated, how the whole dynamics in the chart is working, the machine of karmic delivery in your chart. Please make sure to subscribe, because in the future videos we'll be analyzing other yoga formations like the UT, which is conjunction, Parivartana, Drishti, and even more complex yoga formations. So if you don't want to miss those videos, then make sure to subscribe. And now let's go to that third example, which will show the second aspect of dispositor, which is the showing the cause or the excuse for any karmic delivery. All right, so we have here the chart of Paul Bindrim. And he was psychotherapist, and he was quite controversial because he was using nudity in the psychotherapies, and therefore he got a lot of criticism. Many people were saying that he was exploiting women, whilst his defense was that it was giving him possibility to go into that vulnerable part of human beings, and therefore that psychotherapy could be deeper. For now, we will ignore those motives or what was hiding behind. We can see that there is this big Pravraja Yoga in the 7th house. This is usually showing people who may have a little bit eccentric views, and here the Saturn is quite strong in Digbala, and therefore this can also give those push into the nudity type of sannyasa, and that being also in the 7th house with the Venus and Moon, a lot of Jala. So we may see similar yoga in the Rajesh Osho chart, also Pravraja Yoga, also in the 7th house, also Venus there. So there was also this openness about sexuality there. Here we can see that 10th Lord is in the Badaka with Rahu. So we can see that whenever 10th Lord is in the Badaka, you may have a lot of out-of-blue conflict. There will be a lot of misunderstandings. You will don't know why people are attacking you, especially if Mars is involved, like in this case. But to understand why this is happening, we need to take the Dispositor, or the Anitya-Karaka, and this is a Venus in the 7th house. So these are all those clients, all those psychotherapy one-to-one sessions, because 7th house is showing that. And we can see that 7th Lord is in the 6th and 6th Lord is in the 7th. So there is also this parivartana. And because it's like 7th Lord in the 6th, and it has to do with the clothes, Karaka, Moon and Venus, therefore we could say that those clients, right, 7th Lord and 6th, so they are losing something. It's like 12 from the 7th house. So they are losing their clothes, we could say. Or we could also invite here the understanding. They could feel exploited, right? They are losing something, they are exploited, something is taken from them. So there was this book written, we have this Mercury here in the 6th house, and through that book a lot of controversy was coming, and this person had a lot of problems because of this eccentric type of psychotherapy. But for this chart, what I wanted to show, what I wanted to highlight is that the cause of those problems signified by Rahu and Mars, the Badaka, was the Venus in 7th, which are all those one-to-one sessions with that Venus Moon vibe, we could call it. So that's all for today. I hope these 3 examples will be helpful for you to use this principle in your chart readings for your dear ones, friends, or clients. Thanks for watching till the end. Join our Discord community. You can find the link in the description. If you would like to have one-on-one consultation on the Zoom, and we will analyze the yogas in your chart, also health, relationship, and career life, then please hit me up with this email here. And if you are still hungry for Vedic knowledge from this Sri Achyutananda Parampara, then please consider watching this one.